There's a savvy, swanky gala in New York City tonight, and all of the country's best and brightest have been invited. An upscale penthouse in the most exclusive district of the city has been decked out to the nines. Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been spent on luxurious party decorations, the city's hippest swing band, endless libations flowing like the fountain of youth, and delightful delicacies for New York's elite to snack on throughout the evening. The party is in full swing, and couples are spinning each other around the dance floor while a bebopping bandleader leads the musicians in a rousing chorus of a favorite Sinatra song. All the party guests seem to be enjoying one another's company at first glance. But a carefully trained eye scoping the penthouse will notice one figure leaning in solitude against the fireplace mantel. He's short, a little round in the middle, and knocking on the door of his golden years. His plain, round spectacles catch the glimmer of the fire, and the glowing round orbs give him an insect-like appearance. Nobody approaches him. Nobody engages him in conversation. The couples and groups of old friends give him a wide berth as they shuffle joyfully to the sounds of swing. A few nervous glances are directed his way, but that seems to be the sum total of his interactions throughout the evening. Why is he standing alone? What is it about this small, nondescript man that strikes fear into the hearts of the successful, independent, and adventurous crowd? Simple. The man is a psychiatrist. And everyone knows, you see, how dangerous it can be to engage a psychiatrist in a simple conversation. Psychiatry is a largely misunderstood and mistrusted branch of the major sciences. It's possible that our thoughts drift immediately to that famous intruder, Sigmund Freud, a psychiatrist who had the audacity to ascribe embarrassing causality to all of the insignificant personality traits that his patients possessed. Who wants to have a conversation with a psychiatrist only to discover that one's predilection for roast beef and potatoes is indicative of unresolved father issues or a severe inferiority complex? Who wants to be told by a bespectacled old man that your problems in business are related in any way to your problems in childhood? Those personal secrets are too terrifying to unearth. So, when the man introduced himself as a renowned psychiatrist, the crowd of dancers and partygoers decided to leave him to his own devices. Perhaps deep within each of us lies a fear of the mysteries of the mind. We believe, as a group, that studying the brain is a recipe for disaster. Within the mind lie secrets that are best left uncovered. That way, as King Lear once said, lies madness. It is perhaps this fear, mistrust, and ultimate misunderstanding of human psychology that is causing business owners and entrepreneurs to shy away from the one field of study that could overwhelmingly improve marketing tactics and methods in today's modern world. After all, the interaction between business and consumer is a highly personal one. Unless a brand is able to connect personally with its target audience, it is very unlikely that consistent and loyal consumer relationships will ever develop. Psychology is a field of study that business owners can no longer afford to fear. The current business marketplace is a harsh and unforgiving environment. This marketplace is packed to the gills with businesses vying for the attention of their target audience populations. These shouting voices and waving hands are turning into a deafening roar. Today's consumers, instead of consuming at their leisure, are forced to cover their ears with their hands just to drown out the marketing drone. It's time for business owners to tap into the subconscious of the consumer collective. It's time for marketing tactics, brand development, logo and brand image design, and social media interaction to focus on the customer's needs and not the personal preferences of the business owner. It's high time for psychology to be the driving force that dictates the marketing efforts of a business. To put it bluntly, the time for avoiding psychology has passed. The time for embracing psychology is here. In this book, we'll discuss the emerging difficulties facing small business owners like overcrowding, excessive marketing efforts, and increasing consumer apprehension. It's hugely important to evaluate the mind of the consumer to determine what makes them say no to one particular brand while saying yes to another. Using psychology and a study of the consumer subconscious, business owners can evaluate their own brand image, brand voice, and brand development to determine where they are failing to communicate effectively with their niche market. Without a doubt, This is one of the most difficult markets for emerging businesses. Startling statistics can easily convince an entrepreneur that this is no place for a new business model to grow and prosper. These statistics, however, can be misleading. By using basic psychology and employing marketing tactics that rely on subconscious communication, businesses can develop brands that connect personally and permanently with their consumers. Sigmund Freud once said that the mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. The goal of the savvy business owner then is to figure out what lies just beneath the surface. What is that hidden 85% of the human mind telling us? What do consumers really want in a business? Those answers have already been discovered by that short, slightly paunchy, spectacle-wearing man leaning against the fireplace. Let's ask him, shall we?